Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Jerry and I'm hailing you from the Antari shipyard. And today we're going to be doing another re-review of the last ship in Wave 22, which is the Kumari. Um, for those of you who may not be aware, the Kumari is from the series Enterprise. This is going to be Thelic Shran's lead vessel that he always had. So, the Kumari, an Andorian battlecruiser, is a 3143 and is independent. You may perform an evade or a scan action while there's an auxiliary power token beside your ship. That's a pretty cool ability. I'm on board with that. You got tech, weapon, crew, coming in at 22 points, and then you got your standard Federation action bar here. Looking at the Andorian battlecruiser maneuver card, pretty good maneuver card. You do got some red turns here, not too bad though. Got the 180 firing arc, so definitely a lot of things you can do. And then you got your Andorian battlecruiser 3142, so you lose a shield. You got tech, weapon, crew. I believe you lose a weapon slot there. Same action bar. This ship has been recosted thanks to the Amotley Fleet faction pack down to 16 points. So not bad there, especially if you want to kind of run a swarm of Andorian battlecruisers, or if you're playing aeroplane and this is kind of you don't want to play NXs, you can choose to play Andorian battlecruisers instead. You've got Thelic Shran, skill 6. It's got an elite talent slot coming in at 4 points. Already like that. Whenever you perform an evade or a scan action, you may target a friendly ship within range 1 of your ship. If you do so, place a token of the same type besides the target ship and an Aux Power token besides your ship. So Shran definitely works with the Kumari, because I believe the Kumari can do an evade or a scan while it has an Aux Power token. So Shran wants you to do an evade or a scan, and then he wants to share it with a friendly ship. So I think Shran is great. I think this is a good captain. He's okay for what he does. He's definitely kind of limited to the Kumari. You could also put him on the Enterprise, not the NX-01, but the Tiny Prize, the very first one that came out that ignores Aux Power tokens. That's an option. But there's also ways to kind of negate these Aux Power tokens. But Shran, coming in as skill 6 captain, he's a pretty good captain. Nothing I would really change with his card. We got an independent captain, which is actually an Andorian independent captain. You got diversion here, which is the elite talent, cost of 5. When an opposing ship declares an attack against a friendly ship and it's within range 1 of your ship, if you are also in the attacking ship's forward firing arc, you may discard this card to force the attacking ship to make its attack against your ship instead. The attack is made at -2 attack dice. So you're just an enemy ship's going to attack a friendly ship, and you're like, whoa, hey, me. So you just kind of divert their attack to you. Cost of 5. It's a little bit wordy, but I think it's fair for what it does. It's not. I don't think I'd change anything. I don't even think I changed the cost on this one, just because it's one of those cards that's diverting something. I think cost 5 is probably right for that. The weapon we've got is Advanced Weaponry. Attack. You must have a target lock. Spin your target lock and place 3 time tokens on this card to perform this attack. If you inflict a critical damage, you may search the damage deck and choose either a weapons malfunction or a munitions failure critical damage card. Then reshuffle the deck. You may only fire this weapon from your forward firing arc. Okay, those 2 critical cards aren't, like super game changing or anything. It's not like you're giving the player a stunned helmsman. 3 time tokens on this is probably fair. It probably could get pulled back from a cost of 5 to maybe a cost of 4. That's probably where I'd put it at. But being range 1 to 3 is not too bad. That's a 5 dice attack at range 3, and the opponent doesn't get a defense bonus. So that's not too bad. Particle Cannon Array. Attack. Place 2 time tokens on this card to perform this attack in range 1 to 3. You may only fire this weapon from your forward firing arc. Okay. So pretty straightforward. I like that. It is an attack of 4 dice there. Range 1 to 3 again. So this is 2 time tokens. So you can definitely put this. You can put 2 of these on your Kumari and kind of switch back and forth between them. Tractor Beam. The first tech card in this pack. Action. Discard this card to target a friendly ship within range 1. That ship performs an additional green maneuver with a speed of 1. The target ship rolls +1 defense dice this round. So, we've seen target or tractor beams before, kind of limit maneuvers of enemy ships. In this case, this is a tractor beam to help a friendly ship. So you can be like moving them forward and doing other things. So I'm okay with this. Cost of 4 is probably fine. Our next tech is the long range sensors. When defending, if there is a scan token beside your ship, during the roll defense die step, you may disable this card to roll +1 defense die for that attack. A cost of 3. So again, you got some more synergy here with the Kumari and Shran wanting to do scans. Definitely think that this has a place in today's meta, especially with Vulcans coming in with scans. There's a lot of scan shenanigans happening these days, so I think long range sensors definitely has a place. And the cost of 3 is not too bad. Probably could drop it down to a cost of 2, but I wouldn't be upset if it stayed at a 3. And then we got the only crew in this pack, which is Talus. When a friendly ship within range 1 of your ship is declared the target of an attack, you may discard this card to target that ship. If you do so, the target ship may spend your evade or battle station tokens as if it were besides their ship during this attack. I think the only problem I have with Talus is she's a discard. It would be, and I'd have to go back and watch the episode to see if maybe she beamed over to another Andorian ship to help them. To see if maybe that's kind of where they're getting the thematic theme from. But I think you could get rid of that part and just allow her to share the evade or the battle station token from besides her own ship with that other ship. I think that ability would be fine without the discard part, and the cost would probably stay the same. That's what I would do with Talus anyway. So, without further ado, let's go over to the mission viewer and pull up the mission that came with the Kumari. And we're talking the Battle of Andoria. So the number of players here is 2. You need a planet token and 10 mission tokens. Mission overview. Convinced that the Andorians had captured a prototype Zindi weapon and were planning on using it to attack Vulcan, a large force of Vulcan ships launched a preemptive strike against the Andorians. Outnumbered 2 to 1, the Andorians have no choice but to stand their ground while awaiting reinforcements. Will they arrive in time? So the enemy player, you get 300 SP, and all of the enemy player ships must have a hull value of 4 or less, but each ship must have a cost of 35 SP or less. Okay, so if you definitely want to play this thematically, the enemy player is going to be in Vulcans. So pull out all your Vulcan ships you got. Andorian player, 150 SP, including at least one Andorian battlecruiser. All of the Andorian's player ships must have a hull value of 4 or less. So one thing you could do here is we've got a couple of options for Andorian battlecruisers now. You've got obviously the Kumari. You got the one that came in a motley fleet. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head. Telev's battlecruiser. There it is. You can play the generic Andorian battlecruisers, but you also can pull an NX into your fleet because in the episode, the NX was kind of trying to help the Andorians kind of resolve the issues with the Vulcans there. So, if you're going to play this thematically, that's one way you can go. Map setup. Place the planet token directly in the center of the play area, and players then set up in a standard 2-player game, and then place 10 mission tokens in a stack besides the play area. Special rules. Reinforcements. The stack of mission tokens represents the time it will take for the Andorian reinforcements to arrive. During the end phase of each round, remove 1 mission token from the stack. When there are no mission tokens left in the stack, the Andorian reinforcements have arrived. Defending Andoria. If any of the enemy player's ships are within range 1 of the planet token, all attacks made against those ships are at +1 attack die. If any of the Andorian player's ships that are defending against an attack made by an enemy player's ship within range 1 of the planet token, roll +1 defense die. So Andorians are going to get boosts for being close to Andoria. Objectives. You win if you have at least one of your ships in the play area when their reinforcements arrive, i.e. the last mission token is removed from the stack. Enemy player. You win if you destroy all the Andorian's player ships before the reinforcements arrive. For a more challenging battle, use 8 or 12 mission tokens. Alright, and then there are the mission cards. Nope, got the wrong one here, so I'll have to fix that. But there you are, there you have it. That is the Kumari. So, again, probably worth picking up for if you want to play kind of Enterprise era themed games. Otherwise, it's a pretty good pack. So, with all that said, I will see you in the next one, and we'll see you around the shipyard.